Greetings everyone, I'm Dr. Anth. In this video, I will talk about how where you live on the globe affects your sense of time and the culture that develops there. Latitude matters a lot. Now, without checking, what time did the sun rise today? What time will it set? If you live in the temperate latitudes, you will only have a guess of the time. Europe, Central Asia, New Zealand, Tasmania, southern Chile, and Argentina, Canada, and most of the United States are in the temperate zone. If you live in the temperate zone, you will only be able to guess because the times of sunrise and sunset change every single day. Let's take Chicago as an example. Chicago is at about 42 degrees north latitude. In Chicago, on January 1st, 2021, the sun rose at 7:18 a.m. and set at 4:30 p.m. On July 1st, 2021, the sun will rise at 5:19 a.m. and set at 8:29 p.m. This is a rather dramatic change that happens in tiny increments each day, from 9 hours of daylight in January to 15 hours in July. In the northern hemisphere, from the winter solstice to the summer solstice, the days get longer. From the summer solstice to the winter solstice, the days get shorter. On the other hand, those living on the equator at 0 degrees latitude will be able to say every day of the year, the sun rises about 6 a.m. and sets about 6 p.m. For those living near the equatorial edges, there is more variation, but the day is still pretty closely divided into 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of night. Time is a huge focus in the temperate zone, but not that important in the equatorial zone. Clocks, watches, smartphones, what time is it? Time matters so much in the temperate zone. The temperate zone also has seasons. The equatorial zone may have a dry season and a wet season, but the temperate zone has quite dramatic changes from winter to spring to summer to fall. The temperate zone may have a 100-degree Fahrenheit change from the coldest day in winter to the hottest day in summer. In the temperate zone, weather is a daily focus because it will probably be different, maybe even quite different from yesterday or tomorrow. In the equatorial zone, the weather one day is very similar to any other day. Weather is not a focus at all. The latitude at which you live has a strong impact on the type of culture you have. If you live in the temperate zone, you have a constant awareness, both conscious and subconscious, of time of day, time of year, and the weather. In the winter in the temperate zone, you can't rely on the sun to wake you up in time to get to work on time. Time, time, time. In the winter in the temperate zone, if it is a snowy and cold day, you will need to wear something warmer than what you would wear on a hot, humid day in the summer. Weather, weather, weather. In the temperate zone, every day is different. The changing daylight makes you aware that time is passing. The changing seasons make you aware time is passing. The variability of weather makes each day uncertain. Past, present, and future are different, and what will happen is unknown. We try to maintain some control by checking the time and weather, but the only certainty is change. Life is linear. We live along an arrow of time. Past, present, future, winter, spring, summer, fall. Constant change and uncertainty, along with the need for some level of control, are embedded in temperate cultures. In the equatorial zone, particularly the tropical regions, every day is the same. The sun rises and sets at pretty much the same hour each day, so time does not impinge on our awareness. Except for perhaps a rainy or dry season, the weather doesn't change. Every day you know what to expect, so you don't need to think about it. Past, present, and future are the same. What will happen each day is known. We don't try to control our days because there is no need. Life is a circle with no clear distinction between past and future. We live in the present, focusing on now. Mindfulness. This focus on present mindfulness is embedded in the cultures of the equatorial zone. That is, unless the cultural mindset of the temperate zone has colonized the cultures of the equatorial zone. Those living in the temperate zone often view those living in the equatorial zone as unmotivated or unambitious, while those in the equatorial zone view those in the temperate zone as controlling and never satisfied. Control versus flow. If only we would consider how the latitude where we live affects our worldview. Lots to think about in this video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel.